Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing with you my morning routine with toddlers. I am a stay-at-home mum and my husband is in the military. If you're new to my channel, you may not know that. So he is typically well and truly gone for work by the time we get up in the morning. And I do set an alarm. I don't get up crazy or do anything crazy before the kids get up. I just will set the alarm just to give myself half an hour or so before they wake up to really wake up, because I am not a morning person by any means. The kitty usually always comes in for some snuggles, and then I usually just give him a little bit of attention. I always feel so bad getting out of bed when he's still in bed and wants to cuddle some more, but I always have to get up and go and wash my face or splash my face with cold water at least. I have to splash my face with cold water, and if you guys struggle to get up in the morning or you are not a morning person, I highly recommend giving this a go and just getting yourself out of bed and splashing your face with cold water. It seriously works. And then I quickly just cleansed and applied moisturizer, but if I'm being truly honest, I don't always even do this step. But on this morning, it's very hot where we are and my skin has been really dry, so I made sure to moisturize. And then I usually just wait for the kids to come into bed, and my daughter came into bed first, Avira, which is total surprise. She did wander back to her room and then came back again with her bunnies, and I do really love this snuggle time with them in the morning, but it is usually always my son that is up first, and you will see here that he walks in and he's really confused as to why Avira was up before he was up, and he kind of looks like he's disorientated or he jumped out of bed. I'm not sure. He usually comes straight in and goes into our bathroom and goes to the toilet, but he kind of waved goodbye and went into the other bathroom to go to the toilet. So I don't know why that happened. It's always my son that's up first out of the two of them. But anyway, I thought that was a little bit funny. And then we get up out of bed once they're both up and we take the puppy out to go to the toilet. If you haven't seen any of my latest videos, you may not know that we recently just got this little puppy. So we just take him outside and he runs around for a little bit, does his business, and then we'll head straight back inside to get ready for breakfast. We usually come straight back inside and feed the puppies, but I'm not sure what happened here. I don't know if I didn't push record on the camera when we were feeding not the puppies, the puppy and the cat, Colt and Wyatt. I don't think I must not push record because I don't have that footage. But usually we feed them first and then we head into the kitchen and get breakfast ready for the morning. My kids usually try to help out as much as they can. I always invite them in to do practical life activities with me, and sometimes they do more, sometimes they don't do much at all. Either way, it's fine, but I always just invite them. So now I'm serving up breakfast. They just had some, I think they were whole wheat waffles with some Greek yogurt and then an apple. So they take that to the table, they sit down and eat. And with their breakfast, they just have some water. Nothing too crazy here. It's pretty easygoing and simple. Breakfast changes up from day to day for us. It kind of just depends on what the kids feel like. They usually tell me what they would like to eat, and it's usually pretty straightforward. I typically don't eat breakfast myself. I'm not a morning person, like I said, and I don't usually eat breakfast until later in the day. I can't wake up and eat like within the first hour, so I usually eat maybe a couple of hours later, have something then. And I used to have a coffee in the morning, but I have stopped doing that just because I wasn't feeling very good when I would have a coffee. But I do go ahead and make my coffee in the morning, and then you'll see I put it in the fridge because I like to have an iced coffee later on in the day. But I always make myself a glass or a cup of iced water. That is what I'll have like first thing in the morning, and then I'll wait a couple of hours, like I said, to have something to eat. Let me know down below, are you guys morning eaters? Like, can you wake up in the morning and eat first thing? I just can't do it. I've never been able to, and I always get told how important breakfast is, and I would never allow my children to skip breakfast, but for me personally, I really just can't do it. I have tried so many times and I just cannot eat when I first wake up. I have to wait a little while. To put, as you can see, I'll put my coffee in the fridge to cool down so I can add some ice and creamer to it later on. And I got distracted by Wyatt, who was eating the sticker from the kid's apple. So I take that off him, put it in the bin, and then usually I will go on to do the dishes. I always try to be in the habit of putting the dishwasher on the night before. That way I can unload the dishwasher in the morning and then pile the dishes in throughout the day so they're not piling up on the sink. I really don't like having dishes all over the bench or in the sink, so I try to have the dishwasher unloaded. That way I can just put dishes in there throughout the day. And once again, this is another great practical life activity that I always invite my kids along to do with me, but this morning they were having a really great chat, so I didn't want to disturb them. If you did notice there, I did leave some dishes in there which I was going to leave for them to get out, because they're typically the stuff that they will put away themselves. But I just went ahead and did it because I didn't want to disturb them. They were having a really great conversation. I just thought I would let it go. And I mean, sometimes they help unload the dishwasher and sometimes they don't. But like I said, I always invite them along to do it. And then after they put their plates on the bench or into the sink, we head off into the bedrooms to get dressed for the day. I did record the kids getting dressed, but you'll see I cut it out. I don't know, I didn't feel comfortable like putting them fully getting dressed on the internet. So everything's crazy right now and you never know who's watching anything on the internet, so I'm really selective about what I show of the children. But Zayden is pretty well and truly good at getting himself dressed, and Avira still needs a little bit of help. I invite them to pick out their clothes. Sometimes they don't really want to pick anything out and I'll pick something out for them, but usually Avira just always goes for princess dresses at the moment, so I usually just help her with that, and then we'll head straight on into the bathroom to brush our teeth. But first we got distracted. Toddlers. This is real life. I didn't edit anything out except for them getting dressed. And this was totally fine. I let them have a little bit of a play, get it out of the system, and then I encouraged them on into the bathroom. Zayden came along into the bathroom perfectly fine, and you'll see I had to go and encourage Avira to come along to find out what she was doing. And the kids get up and they brush their teeth themselves. I always let them have a go of doing it themselves first so they can get used to brushing it. Zayden's pretty good at brushing his teeth now, but I still always go over it after they're done. So they'll tell me they're all done and it's mummy's turn, and then I'll go in and just make sure that they really gave it a good brush.
And make sure the teeth can get holes.
That's right, Zayden. And that's pretty much our morning routine. So usually after they're done brushing their teeth, they'll go into the playroom and they'll do some shelf work or play with whatever they have in there. And then we'll head outside maybe mid-morning, like later in the morning, just before lunchtime to get some outside play in. But it's so hot here right now that the only real time that is like not bearable is first thing in the morning. So I try to get them outside so they can get a little bit of outside time first thing in the morning. And they love playing with the water table, and these are other great practical life activities that you can see them doing. You'll see these typically in a Montessori environment where they are using the paintbrush to paint on the walls, which seriously, if you haven't tried that with your kids yet, give it a go. Give them a bucket of water and a paintbrush and they will just paint anything they can on the walls. And the same with the spray bottle and then like a window cleaner. They love doing that. And then it was starting to get hot. I asked them if they wanted to go inside, but they still wanted to keep playing outside. And I wasn't really wanting to get into the pool right now, so I decided to turn the sprinkler on and let them have a run around in the sprinkler. And as per usual, Avira got distracted by flowers. She loves these little flowers that come through the fence here, and she always picks them off. Luckily, they grow back pretty quickly, so usually she'll pick them off and then she'll go and get a little cup of water or her little bucket of water, and then she'll put them in the water. And that is our morning routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you guys do for your morning routine that makes it a little bit easier. We kind of just go with the flow right now. We're not in a hurry to get anywhere at the moment, so we just kind of take it easy for the mornings. And if you are new to my channel, you may not know, I do have a couple other videos where I talk about Montessori, and that's kind of what we implement in our household. So you got to see a little bit of that practical life take place in this video this morning. I hope that you guys have a great day, and don't forget to make it count. Also, if you are new here, I would love to have you back again, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up.